Hey, almost the end of the month again, so I'm filming this video a few days ahead. It's September 29th today, it's Sunday, and I want this video to go up on Tuesday, which is October 1st, which is why I'm filming it now, because I'm at work tomorrow, and on Tuesday, that same day, I don't have time to film this video, so a few days early, but you're gonna have to look over that a little bit. So first I'm going to start with my one and only finish for the month, which is Huckleberry Fairy by Hannah Lynn from Diamond Art Club. I finished this one in under a month, which was the first time I ever did that, so that made me really excited. And the total amount of time that this painting took me is 21 hours and 39 minutes, which is kind of short. Not kind of, which is really short. I was expecting it to take at least 35, 40 hours, but I've never timed myself before like this, exactly doing the whole painting. So that's why I didn't really have a clear idea on how long such a painting would take me. But this wasn't too bad, not at all. I was really happy with that time. I know it's not a race. I'm not doing it to be as fast as possible. I just like to see what time it took me to complete a painting for once. And I'm actually timing myself on every painting that I'm doing right now, just because I enjoy it. There's also a post review up on this canvas on my channel already. It went up last Tuesday, I believe. Last week or so. So you can go watch that if you want more details, but I really, really love this painting. I mean, the rendering, the colors, the quality, all the stuff, all positives. And this one had some really nice specials as well. So if you want to see those, go check out that video. I'm not going to go too much in depth in this video because then nobody will watch the post review. So yeah, this was my one and only finish for the month, and let's move on to my WIPs. This is my first and oldest WIP, which I usually start these videos out with. I didn't do too much on this one again. I made a goal for myself to do at least one section of this each month, and I did. I did about that much, only that little piece of her mouth and the seashell she's blowing in. Yeah, this one has so many colors. I bet you've heard it by now. It's from Diamond Painting Deutschland. It's called The Sea by Josephine Wall. It has 225 colors, which is also why this has been a WIP for over 3.5 years now. Yeah, it's just not my favorite to do. I will still finish it, but not anytime soon. So enough on this one. Let's move on to an actual active WIP. This is the second WIP. This one is called Light of Beautitude. It's by Ching Chu Kuik. If I'm saying that even remotely on how it's supposed to be pronounced, no idea, but whatever. It's a crown jewel canvas from Heaven and Earth Design, which means it comes without the drills, and I'm using my spare drills for this one. I didn't do too much of this one last month. Then the last WIP update I showed you, I already had her face and her shoulders and all that done, so I only did that section and that section. But still, I'm pretty happy with the progress. This is a painting that I work on if I have extra time, because I can't film videos or reels or anything like that on this because of the quality up close. It's just a little bit, just a little bit meh because I'm using my spare drills. I knew that going in here, and I'm okay with that, but I'm just not going to be filming any close-up videos on that. It's not going to look as good as an actual regular diamond painting. As I said, I'm timing myself, so I also know how much time I spent on this one last month, which is 3 hours and 39 minutes. This one takes quite a bit of time to do a section on because of the confetti. This has 90 colors, I believe, somewhere around that mark. And yeah, that's quite a lot for a relatively small painting. So yeah, happy with my progress on this one, and I hope to be doing a little bit more on it next month, but I'm not trying to put pressure on myself because as you may know, if you saw my video from last Saturday, the kitting up of Milky Way Galaxy, my new WIP, which is coming up in a little bit, you know that there are some family circumstances going on in my life right now, which has led to me not painting as much, which has also led to this painting falling behind a little bit. I still would like to keep up my YouTube schedule on filming, so as I said, I don't film on this one, so that automatically means that I'm not painting on this one as much. Also, my old phone broke, which was super annoying. I always get a 2-year contract for the phone, and it was expiring in 3 weeks, so I was going to get a new phone in 3 weeks, and then the old one broke, which meant I had to wait a little bit to get a new phone. It took a week in total, which also meant a week of no filming, no uploading, no updates on Instagram, no nothing, because I do everything on my phone. So that also put me behind a little bit, and that in combination with the family circumstances, I just lost all motivation to paint in that week. I just took rest, I did whatever I wanted, I slept, I watched YouTube, I did everything except paint, which also reflects in my total hours for the month, which we're going to go into at the end of this video when we talk about the September goals and the October goals that are coming up. But a little bit of a backstory, moving on to my next WIP. This is Where the Fun Never Ends by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. This is a round drill painting. I started it, I believe, at the end of July, and I haven't worked on this one pretty much at all on the last month. I checked my last video just to see how much I got done on every painting, and in the last video, so a month ago, I was about there, so the only sections I did were these three and a half. I only spent 2 hours and 45 minutes on this painting in the last month, so not much at all. I just find myself not really gravitating towards this one right now. For one, because it's super big and it's a bit hard to maneuver and to get out. But also because I've done quite a lot already. I'm about halfway through it, and I tend to get a bit bored of a painting when I'm this far into it. Because it's such a tall painting, it's 137 centimeters tall. The part that I've completed now is like the size of a normal diamond painting, so that makes sense. Usually when I get to the end of a diamond painting, I'm over it, I want to get it done, I want to move on to the next one, and that's pretty much how I'm feeling about this one right now. I am still going to do it, of course. I hope to make a little bit more progress next month, but not going to put too much pressure on myself. Trying to, at least. Let's move on to the next WIP. Then we have Cinderella. This one I did make quite a lot of progress on because this one I'm doing together with my friend, Diamond Art by Nikki. And at first we were doing 4 sections a week, which is quite a lot for a painting to do in a week, for me at least, with how many WIPs I have going on. But now the last 2 weeks, I believe, we've been doing 3 sections, and for the next 2 weeks we'll also be doing 3 because it's only 6 sections left and then it will be done. But I spent a total of 11 hours and 16 minutes on this painting in the last month. In the last video we only had that top row done, so that's quite a bit of progress. I'm happy with it, and I'm really loving this painting. This is a round drill painting, my second round drill whip. So yeah, it's super gorgeous and I can't wait to get it done. After this one, we as in Nikki and I decided to take a little break from doing a project together because we both have a lot of other whips. Not a lot, I have a lot. She has one other whip that we want to spend more time on. So we're going to leave it at that for a little bit, but we will definitely, at least if it's up to me, we will definitely be doing another painting together again soon. But yeah, this was the last whip that you already saw in the last video. Now moving on to my two new whips. This is one of my new whips, and this is Flower Crown. It's by Crafties, and it's an AI creation from their own design team, I think. It's just AI creations by Crafties. This is a square drill painting, and I'll pop a picture up on the screen of what it's supposed to look like because I can imagine that it's a bit hard to see like this when there's not too much done of it. I was working on that section and I already taped off a little bit of this section already to film an ASMR video on. So that's why it's a little bit weird right now. I must say this is a pretty small painting. I believe it's a 50 by 50. Don't quote me on that. But I spent 7 hours and 4 minutes on it so far. That's because it's really, really confetti heavy. And I wanted to work on this a lot, which didn't really work out, as you can hear, because I wanted to blast through this because, to be honest, I'm not enjoying it that much. I don't like when there's so much confetti. This is obviously computer rendered, which I'm fine with. But that means a lot more confetti than when it would have been hand charted. But the drill quality is also not that great. There's quite a lot of trash, especially in the blue colors, which are mostly in the background so far. So I find myself picking out a lot of the drills with holes in them. And then still, after I place them, I still see holes. Even though I try my best to pick them out, there's just, yeah, there are still left in the painting. I'm going to give you a close-up just for your reference. You're probably not really able to tell like this. I don't see any drills with holes in them right now either, but trust me, they are in there. I do really like the how they line up. There's really not much gapping at all. The quality of the canvas is great as well. I'll show you on the part that I was working on. The symbols are really clear, the glue is fine, the canvas is fine, all is fine. Nothing wrong with it, it's just mostly my personal preference. And after you've picked out the trashy drills, it's all fine. I'm just a little bit picky with my canvases lately, which is why I would really love to get this one done sooner rather than later. Also because I really want to see the end result. I think the size point for this painting is a little bit small for the image, so I'm really curious to see how that will all turn out. But yeah, let's move on to my last whip. This is my last whip. This is Milky Way Galaxy by CYC and it's from Diamond Art Club. It's 56 by 76 centimeters, and I'm now realizing I didn't tell you that about any of the other paintings, but you're going to have to imagine. I'm not going to go back and tell you the size of all the paintings, but this was a really spontaneous start. I did a kitting up video on this one where I explained more onto why I started this one. That video went up last Saturday, but short version, I needed a painting where I could film some stuff on because all the other paintings that I'm doing are either round or not the best quality for filming or too confetti heavy, or there's something going on with all of them, and I just wanted a nice quality, nice color Diamond Art Club version painting to film on. So that is this one, and I'm really happy I chose this one. I've been wanting to start this one for such a long time. This is a pretty old painting. I think it was brought out by Diamond Art Club before 2020, before I started painting even. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this one done eventually. Not next month. I'm not delusional. I'm not going to finish it next month. But so far I spent 3 hours and 56 minutes on it, and I did about, I would say, four and a half sections. So yeah, happy with this new WIP. Now let's flip the camera around and look at the goals for September and for October. Right, these were my goals for September. So last month goals, or this month that we are still in while filming, this month's goals. So my first goal was to do over 50 hours of diamond painting, which I didn't complete. So that's going to get a little cross. I painted only, yes, I'm saying only because that's really little for my normal diamond painting time, only 36 hours and 43 minutes. I know there are 2 days left of September, but I took the liberty to add an hour and 20 minutes for this evening because I know that will be around the time that I'm going to paint tonight, and I probably won't paint tomorrow. So I just closed off the month already, even though there's still 2 days left. But I'm not going to make the 50 hours due to all the circumstances that I told you about when showing you the Light of Beatitude WIP. So yeah, that's a fail, but it's fine. That's totally fine. I did finish Huckleberry Fairy. I also did one diamond painting in a week video on YouTube. I also did the section on the diamond painting Deutschland painting, which I showed you at the beginning, and I did start my craft ease kit. So 4 out of 5 goals reached. Only the first one I didn't complete, but it's all fine. Let's move on to my October goals. For October, I've set the same goal as I did for September, which is over 50 hours of diamond painting. I'm not sure what my month is going to look like, so I don't know if I will be able to get to this goal this month. I very well might not be able to complete that, but it's still a goal and it's all fine if I don't get to do that. What I definitely will achieve is finish Cinderella, because there's only 6 sections left, and yeah, that should only take me 2 weeks. I also really want to finish Craft These. That might be a push because there's quite a lot left still, and it's a lot of confetti, but I did put it on here just to try to push myself a little bit to work on that one more. And then when I get to finish that Crafties painting or another WIP, but that's probably the one and only that I might be able to finish next month, then I want to start a new kit from Diapop, I don't know how to say that, it's a German company that I'm doing a collaboration with, and I picked out a really, really pretty painting, and I promised them that I would start that when I finish one of my WIPs. There will also be an unboxing video on the channel then, and kitting up and all that kind of stuff. So you will be seeing that once I finish one of my WIPs, hopefully in October, otherwise November. Then I also want to do another diamond painting in a week video. That will be a goal for every month, I think. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. I want to film those videos in a week where I think or know that it's going to be a bit interesting to film on, but I don't know that right now. On the start of the week, I don't know what the week's gonna look like, so I don't know if that video will be super interesting, but I'm still going to try to film it. And then I want to work a little bit more on getting the metallic drills ready to go on Etsy. I'm releasing 10, I believe 10 or 8. 10 or 8. I'm not sure. I think 10 colors of metallic drills, and I'm going to start selling them on my Etsy store, but I still have to cut out the stickers, put them on the bags, put the drills in the bags, and get them on Etsy. So yeah, those are my goals for October. Not really sure if they're all achievable for me, but we'll see. We'll see what the month will bring us. It's also my birthday at the end of October. I'm actually celebrating my birthday on the 31st of October on Halloween. So that might also make sure that I have a little less time to diamond paint, because I also want to enjoy some free time during my birthday month. But we'll see. We'll see what the time will give us. So I really hope you enjoyed this video again. Let me know how your diamond painting month was and what you are planning to do in the next month. I would really love to hear that, and I hope you have an amazing day. Hope to see you next time. Bye.